How's it going, everybody? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I hope everyone had a wonderful Martin Luther King weekend. Because I had an interesting one, and I had a pretty long one. Because I was under recovery throughout the whole entire weekend because I had my wisdom teeth taken out on Friday. But thank God everything went out well. Anesthesia was being put into my veins, so that way I was able to sleep immediately and not feel anything in the surgery. And I was able to breathe because they gave me a breathing thing on my nose. Um, so that way I was able to breathe throughout the surgery. And after that, I was being taken out in a wheelchair. And then after that, as I went back home, I had to like vomit and throw up a bunch of blood and all that stuff in my mouth because it was bad. First of all, I couldn't talk, and second of all, my mouth was feeling completely asleep. That not only wasn't I able to talk, but also I wasn't even able to open my mouth well. So thank God that I was able to throw up what I was supposed to throw up. I know I'm giving you guys too much information, but that's what really happened, you guys. And like 3 or 4 hours later, I was able to open my mouth well, and I was able to talk, and I was able to swallow and drink things, including the medication that I was supposed to take. 3-4 hours after the surgery on Friday. And throughout the whole entire weekend, I was in bed, and I was hoping that I was going to get better and that I was going to be able to drive again, and that I was able to, do this show again because I missed doing the show. And I was able to even go to school and do other stuff. But thank God, now I'm able to drive. Now I'm able to go to school. I'm able to do this show with you guys. So yeah, everything is now back to normal. Thank God. So yeah. So now, now that that's being talked about, now I'm just hoping for the best for these next few weeks and that I get to eat better for the surgery. So yeah. Well, after the surgery, I get to eat better now that I had my surgery taken care of. I hope I get to eat better and I get to eat something more solid because, oh my goodness, I miss eating solid stuff. I really do, because I've been in a liquid diet for a long time now, since Friday. So yeah. So yeah, my wisdom teeth surgery went out pretty interesting, but that's how it went, you guys. So anyway, on to the next topic. The Oscar nominations were just announced earlier today, and Roma is leading the Oscar nominations with 10 nominations for Best Actress, Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Makeup, and of course, Best Foreign Film, and many more nominations. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting, especially for Yalitza Aparicio to be nominated for the first time for an Oscar, debuting as an actress, by the way, which is impressive because I've never seen an actress, or I would rarely see an actress be nominated for an Oscar, and for the first time when debuting as an actress. It's rare to me to see that. So for me to see that Yalitza got nominated, I honestly think that's very, very impressive, and that's very, very impressive, that, and surprising too, to see, like I said, an actress, a first-time actress, being nominated for the first time in an Oscar. So that means that she did a really good job in this film. A very, very good job. Who knows if she's going to win or not? We don't know because, of course, the Oscars, they're very picky at who they choose to win. But, I mean, her being nominated is already a huge honor and it is already making her a huge winner. So that is very impressive and that's something to be very proud of, by the way, especially coming out of a Mexican actress making it into Hollywood and making it into being nominated into an Oscar. That's wow, very very. That's something that's literally something to be proud of. So I am very impressed and very proud of her and the whole entire cast and the movie, of course, and the director, of course, for all these 10 nominations. That is just so interesting. And then, of course, Yalitza is nominated with Lady Gaga and with Melissa McCarthy and Glenn Close in the Best Actress category. So that's another interesting fact right there. And I'm not sure if Lady Gaga might win the nomination for Best Actress. I don't know. She already won it at the Critics' Choice Awards, so maybe there might be a 50-50 chance. So who knows about that? But I mean, still, I think that's really interesting that Yalitza gets to be nominated, especially next to legends like Lady Gaga and Melissa and Glenn Close. That's huge. That is like literally a huge honor right there. So I honestly couldn't be any prouder, to be honest, to see that an actress like her made it into the Oscars nominations list. So yeah. And now the snubs that I saw for the Oscars was that Emily Blunt, she didn't make it into the Best Actress category. Not even the movie Mary Poppins made it into the Oscars nominations list. Period. So it's pretty sad and it's pretty unexpected because we all expected for her to get a nomination. We all expected for Emily Blunt and for the Mary Poppins to get a nomination because that movie was good, and then Emily Blunt, she did a wonderful performance in the movie. She killed it. I thought she killed it. I even saw the movie not so long ago, and when it was barely out in the movie theaters, and I was impressed with her acting. I was like, wow, this is Oscar gold right here. This is Oscar worthy right here. She should definitely be nominated for an Oscar. And now to see that she got completely snubbed, that is really unexpected. Really unexpected and very, very shocking to know. Especially after already seeing that Emily Blunt got nominated for a Golden Globe and she got nominated for other award shows. So it was already predicted and highly expected that Emily was going to get the Oscar nomination for Best Actress too, but unfortunately, like I said, things just didn't turn out the way it was expected for the Oscars. So, yeah. And it seemed to me like the Oscars prefer to nominate a first-time actress than an actress that has been in the business for a very long time, like Emily Blunt. That's another thing that I noticed. But I mean, I think the Oscars focused more on the talent and they focused more on who was more deserving for the nomination. And it seemed to me like the Oscars felt like Emily wasn't really fit to be in that nomination because maybe she just might have not been in the level of the rest of the nominees or of the nominees of the Best Actress category. That's what it seems to me. And I feel, to be honest, I feel like Emily is a great actress and she deserved that nomination, period. So, for the Grammys to, for the Oscars to think that, I honestly, I just think that's a complete rob right there. That's a complete fraud for not nominating Emily. But hey, I mean, there's still stuff going on with the nominations here. I mean, maybe there's some people that aren't even in favor of the nominations at all. So yeah. Well, anyway, that's how it is, and I all I gotta say here is that I am completely proud of all the nominees, and congratulations to all the nominees. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Don't forget to tune in to the Oscars, to the 91st Oscars. This is it 91st? Yeah, this is to the 91st Oscars this on February 24th at 5. Blah, blah, blah. Don't forget to tune in to the 91st Oscars on February 24th at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. Now on to the next topic. Chris Brown has reportedly been arrested in Paris, France for alleged rape. It was barely confirmed earlier today that Chris Brown was charged, of course, with assault, and that now, as of now, we don't know what else is going on, but now that's what's really going on. We don't even know who he raped, who was involved in this crime scene as well. All we know is that Chris Brown was involved and that things didn't go out for him, and so yeah, so good luck to Chris Brown, really, because I mean, Chris Brown, he's gone through a lot. Like, I know that the stuff that he's done isn't well, but all we gotta do is pray and wish the best for the people that have done mistakes in life. And Chris Brown, I mean, he's definitely one of those people that needs a prayer. I, to be honest, have seen him as that kind of person that has made huge mistakes ever since the Rihanna controversy, when he first hit Rihanna years ago, and things, of course, went out down south for him because of what he did, because, of course, what he did was completely wrong. So, yeah, I am happy and glad that now justice is being made with, because I mean, whoever does stuff like this, I mean, of course, they deserve to be behind bars. Well, yeah, that's the news that I got for you guys, and then another thing that I wanted to mention was that Ariana's new single, Seven Rings, just got released this past Friday, and unfortunately, it has been getting backlash from artists like Soulja Boy and Princess Nokia. Now, Princess Nokia is reportedly accusing Ariana for copying her her way of music, and then Soulja Boy is reportedly accusing Ariana for copying his style in the song. He even retweeted it everywhere on Twitter. So if you guys go to that man's page, you will see a bunch of stuff about Ariana, and a bunch of stuff about Ariana that isn't great, which happens to be him accusing her of copying him, which is not great. So now let me get this straight. Soulja Boy he hasn't been a thing for 10 years now. Let's be real here. Ariana, she is successful. She has been a thing. She has been all over the place. She has like 1,000 times more success than that Soulja Boy dude. Let's be real here. So, for a Soulja Boy to say this, I think it's pretty messed up and it's pretty stupid because Ariana, she's just doing her thing and she's just out there, being proud of her own music. And all she wants to do is just make her fans happy. And for her to get accused of such things like her being a copycatter is ridiculous. It's like just not even like it's like trying to call attention for the fame that you're not getting or the credit that you're not getting anymore because you're not even in the spotlight anymore and you haven't even been in it for years now. That's what it looked like to me out of Soulja Boy and out of Princess Nokia because I haven't heard of these people in forever. And I'm sure a lot of you people haven't heard of these people in forever either. So, yeah, I feel like this is just an attention caller here. And I feel like Ariana's not a copycatter after all. She's just doing her stuff. And that is all I gotta say. I mean, Seven Rings, great song, Trap Infused. And it's killing it in the game right now in the charts and it's breaking records right now. And that's all we gotta focus on as of now. So all we gotta say is congratulations to Ariana for her new single, and of course don't forget to pre-order her new album. It's pre-order is gonna be out this Friday for her new album. Thank You Next, which is gonna come out sometime in February. And yeah, that is all we gotta say for this. End of discussion. So now on to another topic. As we all know, Big Brother is now having another season, and Julie Chen, Tamar Braxton, and many others are joining in this season's Big Brother. And as of what I've noticed, oh, and Jonathan Bennett is one of them as well. And as what I've noticed is that Julie Chen, she is still in Big Brother. And she is not on The Talk anymore. So this is interesting to me because I get that The Talk was that kind of show where you go on live and you speak about what you feel and stuff like that. But I mean, I just felt like the exit from Julie Chen from The Talk was a bit unnecessary. Like, I mean, if she's going to be leaving The Talk, then why can't she leave Big Brother too? I mean, that's also something that's on TV. So I don't get it. I mean, yeah, Big Brother isn't live, but still. I mean, it's not her fault that her husband is being accused of a bunch of bad things. Julie is just the wife, and Julie is the one in charge of, being herself. She is not in charge of her husband's behavior at all. So there is no, I feel like there is just no reason for Julie to exit the show at all. But anyway, that's how it is, and that's all I gotta say about Julie Chen. But speaking of talk show hosts, now let's go on to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is reportedly taking an extended break from her show because she is dealing with Graves' disease. Previously, it was reported that Wendy Williams wasn't going to be on her show until January the 14th because she fractured her shoulder. But now it's because of Graves' disease. Now, this is insane, you guys. I feel like Wendy I feel like Wendy is going through much more than just the Graves' disease and the fractured arm or shoulder, because it is rumored that she is dealing a lot of stuff with her husband, Kevin Hunter, because it is reported that her husband is a cheater and that her husband bought a house for her second woman. So, with that being said, since it is reported that her husband bought a house for a second woman, it seems to me like Wendy Williams is going through a lot with her husband and is taking her time off to deal with situations like these, like dealing with her husband, for example. So yeah, and then it's also reported though, but it's rumored though that her husband doesn't treat Wendy well. And that is something that has everybody concerned for the talk show host. And that's what has everybody talking about her. So things are really going down south for the woman. I mean, I am honestly not a fan of Wendy, but to be honest, I am not going to wish her the worst for this situation that she's going through. If these rumors are true about her husband, all I gotta say is that she should just stay strong. She should believe in God, and everything is going to be just fine. And that stuff happens in life for a reason. And hopefully, sooner or later, she'll recover from this disease that she's going through and from the fractured shoulder that she has. And of course, I hope that she gets to finally be back into her talk show, because this extended break sounds like it's going to be a long break for her from the show. It is reported that throughout this week, I believe, this week or next week, Wendy is not going to appear in the show. I mean, this week there's going to be repeated episodes of the show. And next week is when the live episodes begin, but without Wendy. It's going to be a variety of people filling in for her in the live shows for the Wendy Williams show. So that's how it's going to be. So honestly, I feel very, very bad for Wendy. I mean, so yeah. But I mean, even for the Wendy Williams fans, I mean, hey, there's nothing we could do but just pray and hope. Pray and hope for the woman, because I'm sure that there are many situations out here in life where people have to deal with cheaters, have to deal with diseases. They have to even deal with both at once, which makes things even worse. And that is just something that none of us would want to go through, and none of us would even want to imagine going through. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, you guys. And yeah, well, anyway, that was all that I have for you guys today. I'll give you guys more deets on more stuff tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and comment on my page, on my YouTube channel. Please love and support this man right here. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting me throughout the weekend that I was under recovery from my surgery. And thank God for you guys for always watching, of course. So yeah, till next time, bye.